Hi, I'm Tina, and this is the Sisterhood Sleuths podcast, created by Cathy Warshaw of Secret Societies and the Sisterhood Sleuths, where we don't just accept what we're told, we question it, because secrets are everywhere, and curiosity is the key. So let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some people completely lose control under pressure, and others become sharper? Like their mind slows everything down. They notice details, patterns, contradictions, and somehow they become almost impossible to manipulate. Why? Because pressure changes the way people think. And tonight, we're stepping into one of the most dangerous psychological truths in the world. The people who can think clearly under pressure become very hard to control. And trust me, the society understands this better than anyone. The team discovered this deep beneath Naples, which honestly is where all terrible decisions seem to happen. The underground tunnels beneath the city stretched for miles beneath ancient churches, forgotten catacombs, and buried Roman streets. Cold air moved through the darkness. Water dripped somewhere far below. And every sound echoed like the tunnels themselves were listening. Luca absolutely hated it. "I just want everyone to know," he whispered dramatically, "if I disappear down here, tell people I died heroically." Gil looked at him. "You tripped over a staircase 10 minutes ago." "That staircase was aggressive." May sighed. "Can we focus before Luca becomes emotionally haunted again?" But Chloe wasn't listening, because something felt wrong. The society courier they'd been tracking had disappeared into a hidden chamber beneath an abandoned chapel. No exits, no movement, no sound. Just silence. And silence is usually a very bad sign. Yuki scanned the walls carefully with a small handheld device. "No active electronics." Aoife studied the stone floor. "These tunnels are older than the maps we found." Seraphine crossed her arms. "Wonderful. Ancient death maze. My favorite." Then Lily stopped walking. That alone got everyone's attention, because Lily noticed things. Tiny things. The kind most people ignored. "There," she whispered. A single chair sat in the center of the room. Nothing else. Just one chair. Now, if horror movies have taught us anything, nothing good has ever come from a mysterious chair in the middle of a secret underground room. Nothing. Luca pointed slowly. "Nope." Gil stepped forward carefully, but Lily grabbed his arm. "Don't." Everyone froze. 3 seconds later, the ceiling above the chair collapsed. Stone exploded downward, dust filled the chamber. And suddenly, everyone understood something important. Pressure makes most people react, but calm people observe. Here's what most people don't realize about manipulation. It rarely feels aggressive. It feels natural. That's what makes it dangerous. Manipulation works best when you don't realize it's happening. And most manipulation depends on one thing: emotional speed. Fear, urgency, embarrassment, pressure. Because emotions move faster than logic. The society understood this perfectly, especially during operations in Switzerland. The team once uncovered an encrypted ledger hidden beneath a private banking archive. The problem? The society already knew they were there. Alarms started blaring, lights flashing, security doors locking down, and suddenly everyone was moving fast. Too fast. Luca was shouting directions, Gil was trying to get everyone out, Aoife was mapping possible exits. Meanwhile, Luca somehow got distracted arguing with a vending machine. "I know there are crackers in there! This is not the time!" Chloe snapped. "It's always time for emergency crackers!" But while everyone reacted emotionally, Yuki noticed something strange. The alarm repeated every exactly 20 seconds, perfectly, no variation, which meant something terrifying. The emergency wasn't real. It was automated. The society created pressure intentionally because pressure disrupts clear thinking. That's why manipulators create urgency. Hurry, act now, you don't have time, everybody agrees, you're overthinking. Sound familiar? That's not clarity. That's emotional pressure. And emotional pressure is one of the oldest manipulation tools in the world. Most people imagine manipulation as obvious control. But the most effective manipulation is subtle, friendly, comfortable, even supportive. That's what Seraphine discovered in Paris. Now, if you know Seraphine, you know she trusts approximately 3 people, and one of them is probably herself on alternate Tuesdays. The team had been introduced to a wealthy art collector connected to the society. He seemed perfect, polite, helpful, generous. Everyone liked him instantly, which immediately made Seraphine suspicious. "He smiles too evenly," she whispered. Luca blinked. "That is the most French suspicion I've ever heard." "I'm serious." The man guided conversations carefully. He complimented people before redirecting them, agreed before subtly changing perspectives. He never pushed, he guided. That's manipulation, not force, influence. And Seraphine noticed something important. He never answered direct questions directly. He redirected emotionally, which is what manipulators often do. Because once emotion enters the conversation, clarity leaves it. That's why awareness matters, not paranoia. Awareness. There's a difference. Paranoia says everyone is dangerous. Awareness says something here feels inconsistent. And inconsistencies matter. A lot. So what makes someone difficult to manipulate? It's not intelligence alone. Actually, some intelligent people are easier to manipulate because they trust their assumptions too quickly. What protects people is something deeper: clarity, the ability to pause before reacting emotionally. Gil explained this once during a train ride through the Alps. Snow covered the mountains outside. The team had barely escaped an ambush. Everyone was exhausted. Luca was dramatically wrapped in blankets like a wounded Victorian poet. "I may never emotionally recover from Switzerland." "You twisted your ankle," May said. "Emotionally." Gil ignored him. "The moment people feel emotional pressure," he said quietly, "they stop analyzing clearly." Then he looked at Chloe. "What saved us back there?" Chloe thought for a moment. "We slowed down." Gil nodded. "Exactly. Manipulation depends on speed. Clear thinkers interrupt that speed. They pause, they observe, they ask questions. That pause changes everything. Because once you stop reacting emotionally, you start seeing patterns, and patterns reveal truth. Do you know one of the strongest psychological tools in the world? The pause. That moment where you stop long enough to think clearly. Most people react instantly now. Instant opinions, instant outrage, instant fear, instant decisions. But the Sisterhood sleuths survive because they pause. Especially during chaos. There was one moment in Iceland where this saved everyone. The underground facility beneath the ice was collapsing. Warning lights flashing red, wind screaming through frozen tunnels, and somewhere deep below them, something moved beneath the water. Something none of them fully understood. Aoife was trying to find an escape route. Gil was preparing everyone to move. Luca was whispering, "If we survive this, I'm retiring to a beach immediately." "You say that every mission," Chloe said. "I mean it every time." Then suddenly, a voice echoed through the tunnels. "Evacuation route compromised." Panic spread instantly. Except May didn't move. She listened carefully, then asked one question. "Why does that warning repeat every exactly 30 seconds? Silence. Everyone froze. Yuki looked up immediately. "It's pre-recorded." The route wasn't compromised. The society wanted them trapped. One calm observation changed everything. That's what clear thinking does. It breaks manipulation. The good news? This skill can be trained. You can become someone who thinks clearly under pressure. The team practices this constantly. Not perfectly, trust me. Luca once thought a mannequin in Prague was a ghost. To be fair, it was an unsettling mannequin. But still, here's what the team learned. Number 1, slow your breathing. Fear speeds your nervous system up. Calm breathing slows it down. Number 2, ask questions before reacting. What exactly happened? What evidence do I actually have? What assumptions am I making? Number 3, watch behavior more than words. People reveal themselves through patterns, not speeches. Number 4, don't confuse confidence with truth. Some people sound certain because they want control, not because they're correct. Number 5, pause before deciding. Manipulators want emotional speed. Clarity requires slowing down. And honestly, that single skill can change your life. Mission of the week. This week, your mission is called Operation the Calm Observer. Your mission is to become aware of pressure before it controls your thinking. For the next 7 days, you are going to train yourself to pause before reacting. Step 1, notice urgency. At least once a day, notice moments where someone creates emotional pressure. Examples: hurry up, everyone already agrees. Why are you questioning this? You're overthinking. You need to decide now. When you notice it, pause. Take one slow breath, then quietly ask yourself, why do I suddenly feel rushed? Write the moment down in your phone or notebook. Step 2, observe people quietly. Choose one place this week: school, sports practice, family dinner, coffee shop, online conversations, social media. Your mission? Observe behavior patterns. Notice who interrupts others, who listens carefully, who changes around different people, who stays calm under stress, who pressures people emotionally. Do not judge, just observe. Awareness is the goal. Step 3, practice the pause. 3 times this week, pause before responding emotionally, especially when you feel defensive, embarrassed, nervous, angry, or pressured. Instead of reacting instantly, pause, breathe, think, then respond calmly. That's how you train clarity. Step 4, find one inconsistency. Somewhere this week, notice one thing that doesn't fully match. Maybe someone's words don't match behavior, a story changes slightly, an advertisement creates emotional pressure, someone avoids direct answers, a conversation suddenly shifts emotionally. Do not confront, simply notice. Because the moment you notice inconsistencies, you begin seeing the world differently. Step 5, the final question. At the end of the week, ask yourself, when pressure appeared, did I react emotionally first or think clearly first? And be honest, because awareness begins with honesty. Final thoughts. The society has always depended on confusion, fear, pressure, distraction, urgency, because people who panic are easier to guide, but people who pause become difficult to control. And maybe that's who you're becoming. Someone who notices patterns, someone who thinks clearly, someone who chooses their direction instead of following someone else's. And that changes everything. This is the Sisterhood Sleuths podcast, where awareness becomes your advantage and clarity becomes your strength. If this changed how you see situations, how you recognize patterns, how you trust what you notice, then you're already moving differently, already stepping into a level most people never reach. And in the next episode, we go even deeper. Why good people make bad decisions. Until then, this is the Sisterhood Sleuths podcast, and I'm Tina, reminding you to stay curious, stay aware, and remember, secrets are everywhere. Curiosity is the key.
This episode was brought to you by Secret Societies and the Sisterhood Sleuths, an award-winning mystery adventure franchise featuring books, podcasts, music, educational programs, puzzles, and a global community for curious minds. Join the conversation with fellow sleuths right now in our official Goodreads Mystery Club. Learn more at sisterhoodsleuths.net.